Hey, welcome everybody. We're so excited that you're here. My name is Bree Holbrook. I am joined by my friend Stacy West, one of my top leaders. And let me just tell you, you're in for a treat tonight because we're going to be talking about all things new affiliate. We're actually going to work together to either create your first post or also, make your first messages. If you've already done your announcement post, no big deal. We are going to give you the next thing to do. But you're actually going to be working. So I hope you brought your list of people. So first off, one of the things we want to share with you is going a little bit fast right there. If you have not done this 30 minutes to launch.com, I'd love to hear in the chat. Tell me, type in the word yes if you've gone through this 30 minutes to launch.com. It's incredible. I just have to say it's one of my favorite things that we've done. It's just huge. So you definitely want to do that. But what we want to just say right now is remember, we are going to help you take the ick out of this business. So we're not going to try to convince people to say yes, but instead remember we're going to be having a conversation to see if we're talking to somebody that we can provide a solution to. So you want to lead with helping and serving, and you guys, your business will grow. So you want to be thinking, what problems can I solve? Okay, I want to hear from you guys. How many of you guys are part of this group called the first 30 posts? Drop in the chat, say, I'm in. If you're in this group, if you're not in this group, you need to be added to this group because this is where um, you're going to get your first 30 posts, okay, including your posts that we're going to make tonight. So I did want to pull over real quick. Stacy, I didn't get a chance to like put an actual, title, but this is one of your new affiliates. Tell them what did she do that's really good because she's already hit 2,000 um, as a new affiliate. So just kind of tell us what she did and then we're going to make our post. I'm going to kind of give you guys the framework for the post.
Okay. Well, this is Michelle actually. So this was she has not hit premiere yet. However, she had an amazing response to her post. She is a single mom and she spoke to who she wanted to speak to, who I want to help. So as you can, well, there's just a short little picture there, right? I'm pulling up her thing right now because I want to read this to you very quickly. It's not a very long post. But this, again, we want to remember, and Bree's going to talk about that briefly, is who you want to help. Who are you speaking to? You don't just want to just throw it out there, right? So her first post, first I want to say she had 126 likes and like 50 comments. So she's got a lot of messaging to do, but super cute, as you can see there with her family. And she says simply, big news, friends. I'm stepping into something totally new and honestly a little scary, but I'm doing it anyway. This chapter's not just for me, it's for my kids. And it feels so right after everything life has thrown my way. I'm finally choosing something that lights me up. I couldn't be more excited. I mean, I can get into it, talks about what makes us different because wellness isn't just about products, it's about choosing yourself, even when it's hard. I love that. Like, kind of gives me goosebumps. So, here's to new beginnings and showing up. So I love that. That was just an example of an announcement post, and I know Bree's going to talk about the importance of that.
Yes, I love it. Okay, so this right here is in when you open up. If you aren't in this group on Facebook, go ahead and talk to your mentor. She can add you right now. But basically, this is the outline of your post. Why did you say yes? Why am I excited? And who do I want to help? That's basically what you're gonna do. Now, if you've already made your announcement post, no big deal. What I want you to do is go into that group and find the second post, which is the one on peptides. So you literally can cut and paste it in there. So you're going to copy this into your notes and use it as your framework. Do you see what Lindsay says right here? Why did you say yes? Why are you excited about peptides and how will they help you? Who do you want to help with these products in business? So this is an example of filling in your own words, right there. So what we want you to do right now is write your announcement post. We're going to give you 3 or 4 minutes to do that. You might not be able to post it tonight, but we have something really special if you do post it before Sunday night that we're going to tell you about. So don't leave. If you've already made your announcement post, make your second post. If you're a seasoned affiliate on here, great. Schedule a post or make a post. So we're going to take 3 or 4 minutes and we're actually going to make a post. So type in the chat if you need any help, and I'll be answering not verbally, but in the chat. So we're all going to be just on mute for the next 3 or 4 minutes.
You guys, I didn't mean to interrupt, but in case you didn't see it, I went ahead and copied that example post in the chat if any of y'all want to use it and make it your own.
Oh, she did. did send it to me. Now, how do I?
All right. And Bree, if you don't mind, because I don't know everyone on this call, I think it would be cool if you, the ones that are actually new affiliates that are on this call, can you guys like say new in the comments so I know who's who? And then did you want me to go into follow up from there, Bree, or did you have something else you wanted to do?
Nope. I think that that's good. I just wanted to say if you're already feeling, I know a lot of times I've talked to a lot of affiliates and they're like, oh, I don't want to blast my, network with, hey, Susan, we're glad that you're here. She's new. Hey, Barbara, Kelly is new. Mimi, new. We love it. So I put in the chat kind of what's in that 30 first 30 post group, framework two right there. Just I'm beyond excited to share, blah, blah, blah. I put that right there. And so what we're gonna do next is I'm going to ask Stacy. She's going to talk about, okay, how do you message in an authentic way? But I'll just tell you this. Once you know who you want to help, you don't feel icky. You don't feel like you're blasting your social media. Okay? Like your social media is not for your family. Your social media is not for your high school friend. Your social media now is for to help that one person, whoever that person is. Like for me, it's the mom of 45 that, feels overwhelmed with three kids and doesn't do enough for herself. Okay? So like that is who I'm posting to now. So I don't care what other people think. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that's what changed in my mind. So if you're not clear on who you want to help, it's going to be pretty hard for you to post on social media. So go back and work with your mentor. There's actually like a sheet that has who you want to help. You want to get super clear on that because that's going to make you want to help people and post. And then when you have those people reach out to you or they like it or comment, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I helped so and so. And it's just going to feel so good. So, anyways, okay, let me pull up. Stacy's going to do a great job. She's awesome at messaging people. I cannot wait for you guys to hear this. So, we're actually going to be messaging people tonight. So, tell them a little bit while I bring up my screen. Tell them a little bit about, what we're going to do. And, I doubt you were really amazing at this at first, right, Stace? You weren't probably the
Right.
best yet,
Right.
but you are a work in progress. So, anyways,
Yeah.
tell them about that. I'm going to pull it up right here.
Yeah, and I think that's probably one of the scariest things is like you don't know what to say, right? So I think to piggyback on everything we've just done, it's just we just want to reiterate the importance of just getting started, right? So just getting started. So you have your announcement post, right? Then you're like, okay, so now what? So this is where also not only just messaging, but this is where your mentor, the person that you join, comes in. Utilize them, use them as a tool. We don't want you to be overwhelmed, and it's not weird. That third party validation is always important, but again, you're still learning. So it's like you're learning, and then you're going to learn from your mentor, so you could go back and help your customers even better. So going back to say Michelle's, for example, she had 126 likes, she had almost 50 something comments. So I would start if you want to start with the likes. And here's a good post. You guys can screenshot it, try to copy paste it, whatever. We can send it to. But I love going and thanking people, regardless of whether they commented, they saw it, and they took the time to thank and give you a like, and that means a lot, especially when we're trying to get the word out there. Hey, Sarah, thank you for your support on my post. I'm so glad you're interested in learning about peptides. I'd love to introduce you to my friend Stacy, Bree, Carol, whoever it is, whoever your mentor is. She's really helping me train and getting started, and she's going to help me help you take better care of your health. So you could change that up, but you want to keep the base of it. Basically, you're telling them, I have my mentor, my friend. She is helping me learn, and she's going to be able to help you too. Okay. So you want to at least acknowledge them. You want to start the conversation, thank them for liking your post. And then from there, you're going to use your mentor. So you guys hear us talk about three ways all the time. Doesn't have to be a phone call. It could be a text message. And trust me, the first couple times you do it, it gets easier and then it takes that stress off of you. So even if it's something you're not used to doing, rip the band-aid off. Trust me, that's what we're here for. So then you would send the message and say, hey, Sarah, this is my friend and mentor, Bree or Stacy, that I mentioned to you. She's really excited to help you learn more about the peptides. And in the meantime, she'll be helping me too as I'm learning, because they don't expect you to be an expert. We don't expect you to be an expert. So you're basically going to acknowledge that they liked your post, right? Because you're like, what do I do next? Oh my gosh. So at least get that thank you message out. Then go ahead and tell your mentor, hey, I have somebody who's interested, wants to learn more. I would love for you. I'm going to connect you with her. And then that's where the three-way comes in. And that's where this message comes in. And you're going to connect them with your mentor. So there's a couple of my girls on here now. And so they know I'm always like, you're probably sitting there going, and then you go through analysis paralysis, right? Because you don't know what to say and you're nervous. That's where this is where we come in. Don't be afraid to use us. So that is probably one of the most important things. And Bree is really big on three ways. You know that. So she's like, I'm ready. Bring him to me.
Now tell them real quick about this,
Yes.
if they've downloaded the Boards app. So, if you haven't, typically I usually have people make their first post, send their first few messages, and then we download the Boards app. So some people might not have this yet, but once they do that, you'll have access to this, and tell them about this new affiliates like tab right there.
Okay. So in the new affiliate tab, I mean, Lindsay and Stacy and I think Breeze, whoever's contributed to this board, you guys, we are so lucky to have this. It is an amazing resource. Everything you need is there, and it kind of goes, I think we had a picture of it, but maybe that was on the other slide. It goes step by step of everything that you need to do. It has language, it has even the post ideas, pretty much everything we talked about is in there. Now, that doesn't take the place of that 30-day post group. I think that is amazing. And even us, like ones that have maybe like you, Bree, like Bree and I have been there since August, I still get ideas from that group. So this is it right here. And so by doing all of these things, you guys, you've heard this already. We want to take the overwhelm off of you, don't stress, and also make it easy so then you can duplicate this down to your team where it's like, oh my God, there's a system. We're not just throwing spaghetti at the wall. So definitely, if you guys have not downloaded Boards yet, you have to download it first and then get with your mentor and they'll send you the link to join our Team Making Waves board, because everything you need is in this duplication system and you can just follow it step by step.
Yep, I love it. So now we're going to tell them what we're going to do. We're actually going to send some messages. So if they've done their announcement post and you haven't messaged everybody on that have liked or commented, on your message, we want you to do that. If you've already done that, great. Take another post and, go ahead and make that post if you haven't made one. But just kind of walk us through what you want us to do.
Yeah, what I would do is if you guys have made your announcement posts, right, but you just haven't taken that next step and actually messaging anyone that has liked and commented, this is the message that I'd like you to use now. So if there's a way you can take a screenshot and then you could copy and paste it if you can do, or that's pretty easy to type out. So let's start there. And of course that name, that person is going to be your mentor. So whoever you joined. And again, you're thanking them for the support because that's important, acknowledging that they liked your comment or that they liked your post. So look at that. If you just now made your post and you're thinking, I don't have anybody to message yet, that's okay. What I would actually do is, I mean, Bree, we could do the message that we talked about if you want to go bold. What do you suggest for someone that maybe hasn't had anybody to message yet?
Yeah, I think start with like people that you would send a Christmas card to. Like, think who's on my list that I would send a Christmas card to. And you would just go into, if you don't have the app, but it's great. If you go into that new affiliate tab, it has like some of your first messages to people. So I would just we want to train you that everything that you need is in the Boards app. So this, message, all of these messages, we just want to make it like super simple. So
Yeah.
so that I think that would be great. So so do you want to
Yeah,
take the next like 5 or 6 minutes and go ahead message people?
yeah, I would do that. And then let us know if you need messaging or if you need help with that, because your mentor obviously probably has a ton they can send as well, but we're happy to share.
Okay, so we're gonna end the call with a couple things. We'll stay on for a few minutes if anybody has any question and answer, but we have a really exciting announcement just for you guys on the call and those that are going to watch the replay. So anybody that makes their announcement post starting today or your second post, and you message 10 people, you will go into the raffle for a like one of those make water bottles that everybody got at convention, that are really cool. And so we're going to post on Team Making Waves. So just make sure if you do that between now and Sunday at 10 p.m. So this Sunday night, so Easter, you have Easter weekend. So if you go ahead and make your announcement post and message 10 people, you're going to be put in the raffle for like one of those really cool, like I love it because obviously it's great because it's glass, but it's also just great to have. I've had a lot of people that have asked, like, where'd you get that? So we're going to do one of those giveaways. But we want to just stay on and answer any questions. So I'm going to stop the recording real quick. But I do know there's a couple people that